what about stakeholders? So who actually is the stakeholder? Stakeholder are the group of employees, customers, suppliers, creditors, owner, and others who have direct economic link to the firm. Creditor is someone who basically the person who gave me the money, basically যে আমার কাছে টাকা পাইছে হচ্ছে ক্রেডিটর, ওনার হচ্ছে মালিক, সাপ্লায়ার হচ্ছে সাপ্লায়ার, কাস্টমার, এমপ্লয়িজ। আচ্ছা, আলটিমেটলি স্টেকহোল্ডার হচ্ছে the person or the entity who is basically have the direct economic link to my firm. A firm with a stakeholder focus consciously avoids action that prove detrimental to stakeholder. So firms always wants to provide the maximum benefit and the things about the to provide the maximum benefit to the stakeholder. By giving benefit means maximizing the wealth of the firm. The goal is not maximizing shareholder well-being, but to preserve it. The goal is not to maximizing stakeholder well-being, but to preserve it. Such a view is considered as socially responsible. That means that the manager have to, if manager does not maximize the share price or the shareholder well-being, he must need to preserve the share price or the stakeholder well-being. So that means the this is the social responsibility of a manager, good manager. So the rule of the ethics. So the one thing that is noticed here, every stakeholder, the one thing that you need to understand is every stakeholder is not the shareholder, but all shareholder is a stakeholder. The rule of ethics. Business ethics are the standard of conduct and the moral judgment that apply to persons engaged in commerce. Commerce means business. The violation of this standard in finance involve a variety of action: creative accounting, earning management, misleading financial forecast, inside trading, fraud, excessive executive compensation, option backdating, bribery, kickbacks. So the management needs to be very clear about all of these things: the insider trading, the fraud, excessive executive compensation cannot be happen, and the negative publicity often leads to negative impact to the firm. So corporate governance is, if we think about Bangladesh, the BSC, probably Bangladesh Security Exchange Commission, probably the corporate governance here, they impose the rules to the Bangladeshi company and guide the companies how they operate, control, and regulate it. It defines the final corporate governance defines the right and responsibilities of corporate participants such as stakeholder, board of directors, officers, managers, and other stakeholders, as well as the rule and procedure of making corporate decisions. So the governance and agency, individual versus institutional investor. So individual investor are the investor who relatively small quantities of shares, so they need the personal investment goals. So individual, if we think about individual investor, they often invest in a small amount. But if we think about institutional investor, basically the mutual fund or insurance companies such as banks. So if we define the institutional investor are investment professionals who are investment professionals, their profession is making investments such as bank, insurance companies, mutual fund, pension funds, and that are paid to manage and hold large quantities of shares on behalf of others. So basically তারা অন্যদের টাকা ম্যানেজ করে আলটিমেটলি, এবং তারা বিভিন্ন কোম্পানিতে শেয়ারে ইনভেস্ট করে। Unlike individual investor, institutional investor often monitor and direct economic influence a firm corporate governance by exerting pressure on the management to perform and communicating their concern to the firm. So institutional investor একটা ফার্মের উপরে প্রেসার ক্রিয়েট করতে পারে টু পারফর্ম বেটার এন্ড কমিউনিকেটিং বেটার টু দ্য ফার্ম বোর্ড. So government regulation generally shapes the corporate governance of all firms. During the recent decade, corporate governance has received increased attention due to several high-profile corporate scandals involving abuse of corporate power and in some cases. So basically, management somehow may try to involve some bad activity, kind of using the corporate power in some cases. So the government regulation kind of আমাদেরকে বিরত রাখে এইসব কাজ করার থেকে. So that's it. I hope you find something good in this video.